Hello everybody and welcome your faces back to Crypto Jet, where today we're going to be talking about Dentcoin sitting at the price of about 1 cent at the moment. Now, if you enjoyed the video, you know the drill. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment with your question down below. Here's some of the stats of the coin. The main thing you can see is the 2017 bull run, which is actually quite a big spike compared to the spike that happened recently. Now, let's move straight onto the coin. Let me explain it a little bit to you. So Dent is a unique project that aims to become a global mobile operator backed by the blockchain technology. With a built-in currency that allows for a practical exchange of data, they're actually creating a network of virtual SIM cards with their ultimate goal being to create a worldwide data marketplace. Now, Dent is built on the Ethereum network as an ERC20 token and uses a smart contract-based system to allow for a marketplace on the blockchain network. You've heard about these smart contracts before. Quite a few coins we've covered actually mention them, so I won't be going into too much detail about it. The main component of Dent is their marketplace, where you can use the token to buy, sell, and trade mobile data, as well as earn the coin by participating in various activities. Now, their exchange allows for an easy trading interface used by more than 20 million people already, while you can find a host of other perks in Dent's mobile applications, one of which is a loyalty program for earning trading fee discounts and free mobile data and minutes. Very interesting stuff here. Dent comes in the form of a competitor to these traditional telecom providers who are becoming increasingly more volatile because of the emergence of new technologies. Now, globalization has had a large impact on this, which is why projects such as Dent have a great outlook for the future. Good news for telecom providers, though, is that Dent even provides a way for them to benefit from the project by participating in several forms. Here are some of the statistics: 25 million users, 226 mobile operators partnered with them, over 140 countries, and a lot of telco assets. Some of the partnerships you can see down here. The key thing to understand here is that this eSIM technology that makes Dent possible works the same as a traditional SIM card, but the key difference being that it is all over the air. So I can take my phone right now and I can purchase their service, and I can literally have a SIM card that can work globally installed on my phone in a matter of minutes. That is the main benefit and the main selling point of this Dent. I'm seeing more and more eSIM card providers nowadays, but these guys seem to have a head start in developing it in the form of a blockchain technology for faster and more efficient transfer of data, but also providing a marketplace for data. So this is something that we haven't seen before. Imagine just having your minutes, having your free 3G, having whatever, and being able to trade it for tokens on the network. How insane is that? Now, you can see some interesting things. Dentcoin, check out their Twitter, and they have a podcast, something talking about these technologies, 5G, 4G, what actually is happening, and the future of mobile networks. Very interesting stuff. Very nice website. I like what these guys are doing. You can check out their swag as well, of course. And I think we're going to move on to the technicals now. So moving on to the technicals, what can we see on this graph? If we move on to the daily chart, we can see just how exponential this actual growth of the coin is. Now, I'm going to try to plot a little Fibonacci band to see, is the retracement actually optimal? And it seems to be so. Now, I could move it a bit down, a bit up, but that's about the position where I would place it on. We can see that we have an important zone of support and resistance right here, acting as resistance in the past. Very strong price rejection at this point around the 20th of March, after which we had a run for not an all-time high, because as you've seen a long time ago, the coin was actually way higher than this back in the 2017 cryptocurrency bull run. Now, I can notice somewhat of an uptrend, but plotting a line such as this would not really be beneficial to anyone, because we simply have too little data to actually make an accurate prediction. These 2 points, it's like plotting out a graph, right? Mathematically, statistically, whatever. If you have only 2 points of interest or two pieces of data, you cannot really provide that well of an accurate description of any situation you're trying to explain. The same goes for this, even for zones of support and resistance, right? If we move on to the hourly graph, I'll show you something right now. On the hourly graph, you may say that this can be a valid zone of resistance. Sure, because it's an all-time high. Okay, I'll call it like that because it's in the recent time. But is this really a valid zone of resistance? No, because it simply just bounced off of it once. You can count this as another touch, but it's still very insignificant, right? On the other hand, we have a zone such as this, for example, where you actually have multiple touches of the same zone. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? That is a valid zone of resistance and even support for a brief period of time before the coin actually broke down and continued on this downtrend. Now, we see a downtrend forming here. However, we can see a very nice bullish candle breaking out of the downtrend, but continuing it once again. Now, we're seeing more and more blue candles very near to this current price. So I would expect this coin to actually break out of this downtrend and do sort of a break of structure where we don't see lower highs and lower lows anymore, but we start seeing an actual uptrend emerging, right? That is what I do expect this coin to do very soon. Now, let's move back onto the 4-hour time frame. I like this time frame the most because it provides the most data for us to work with. Now, we can easily see this important zone down below. You could plot it a bit more underneath, somewhere like this. You could plot it a bit above, but it is the same zone. You could put one right here. These are all sort of areas of interests for buyers and sellers on the market, right? This zone right here, it was a very nice area of selling interest around this point. However, strong buying pressure pushed the coin right above it, pushed it back down because it was too high. People took profits, consolidated for a second before pushing it right back down. Now, what I do expect for this coin is somewhat of an uptrend to form in the very near future. However, on the other hand, if we do see it breaking down below this zone, we might see a move, sort of a prolonged move down below before retracing into this level and then continuing up on the uptrend, right? But a more likely scenario, seeing as how actually significant this coin is and their beautiful system of data sharing and data trading, pretty much, it's something that is very applicable in the future with the rise of eSIM cards and the general growth of the mobile smartphone industry innovations all around the place. I can definitely see this coin making sort of an uptrend. Something that does signify this as well is you can see the size of these candles, right? These candles are massive, and the move is sort of at a very narrow angle moving downwards, right? Then you can see the angles sort of get less narrow and less and less and less, while the candles are getting smaller and smaller. This means there's a slowdown in bearish momentum. A slowdown in momentum, what will it cause? It will cause something like this. A consolidation. What happens after consolidation? Well, a change of trend and an increase in volume, thereby increasing actual momentum as well. That is something that I can expect this coin to do in the very near future. So stay tuned and we will see what's going to happen. That would be it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I prefer this technical side of analysis rather than the fundamental one because I love playing on the graphs. I hope you will gain a love for it, such as I do as well. Thank you guys for joining in, and I will see you in the next one. Adios.